because all negativity does, like to get us in this position, they had masterminds, they had structures, and they had processes that they use it consistently.
Yeah.
And they have momentum built on it, and that's all that it is. And not saying it's something small, but that's really all life really is. What process and what procedure, what are you following?
Now, that's interesting you say that. Now, KRS-One, for anybody that knows me, LM about the name drop. LM about the name drop.
Yes.
When LM and I were sitting with Talib Kweli not too long ago at the Atlanta,
You had to throw that,
I had to throw that name drop in there.
First of all, if you're a hip hop fan, what KRS stand for?
You know what? I actually don't remember what it stands for. I'll be honest. I don't. What does it stand for?
Chris Rousseau.
Oh, that I would not have, because that, yeah.
See.
If you said BDP, that'd have been different. That'd have been different. So no, I didn't know what that stands for. What I do know,
You ain't no hip hop head.
At least
No.
you didn't try to act like you do.
I am a KRS fan though.
But I know
So
this.
anybody who does know KRS knows one thing about me when it comes to KRS. I follow him religiously right about now. And if you have not seen his piece on manifestation, he talks about how what you just said right now, the positivity in hip hop, it was all about manifestation back then. When they were talking about the cars they had, the women they had, the jewelry they had, it was manifestation. They were putting it out there. That whole I am and things like that, that's all that positivity you just talked about. And if you haven't seen his piece on The Soul, just type in KRS-One Rockstar. Have you seen that? Oh, okay. I ain't gonna do that to y'all. Go search it.
Search it.
Go soul search it. Let's just say that. But the whole thing about it is, back then, I don't even say back then. I'm just gonna break it down to how it is now, because there's still people out here doing the right thing right now. Or I say not the right thing, what their thing is, speaking their truth and putting their money where they need to put it, and they have a place to go back to within themselves. Because, like we just heard, we can't be the homeless man. But what I want to say is, when it comes to music, we have violent and we have uplifting. The problem is, when we have rappers like KRS-One out there and spitting his lyrics, it was uplifting. But I think along the lines, how to get there was lost. We kept saying we want to have the money, we want to have the cars, we want to have the women, we want to have the houses. We all can't be rappers.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? There was a point in time when the rappers looked up to the drug dealers.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Now the drug dealers look up to the rappers. So we moved from the people that, sold the dope to the people that's doing the dope in hip hop. You know what I mean? It's crazy how it goes. So we look for different, I guess, energy from our music. We look for uplifting music, but what we getting? Violence.
I think that it's easier for a person to relate to the negativity. If you live in the hood, it's easier for you to relate to someone that's talking about something that you already see every day. And KRS's message which is positive. With positive hip hop, it doesn't appear like it gets the same shine, because it kind of seems, and this is not me, but it kind of seems boring compared to other stuff that you hear in hip hop, because you actually see people getting killed. You see drugs going by. You see guys with different women and prostitution and things like that.
Yeah.
But when you see money, it's not always, no one gives you they're looking for a straight path to get to it. And sometimes people don't see that path right away. So they're like, okay, well, it's going to take me too long to get to that one. So let's go back to see what I'm normally used to seeing the rappers get to it. Let me go to the studio, make me a song about this, and that. And I bet I can get to the money faster than I could trying to do it the positive route.
It got easier too.
Which is wrong thinking, but that's just the way it is.
That's how I feel too. I mean, it got easier too. I cut an album
and
right
Get
now.
more publicity than the positive. Everybody knows that. They get videos and records on the radio and stuff. When a positive person comes on, nobody wants to really, they will listen to it.
Yeah.
We have to search for it though. It's not something that's, hey, look, the new album from the most positive rapper ever, talking about uplifting, manifestation, future endeavors, and how to become an entrepreneur. That's not what's going to be publicized. It's going to be publicized is this, this is a new rapper coming out straight from the hood. Yeah, he's thorough. He's from the streets. He sold drugs. He's got 8 million girls, 8 million cars, and he's going to sell 8 million records. He's inviting you to his listening parties with no headphones. That's what people want to listen to. That's what they want to hear. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately.
What's so crazy about what you said? Did y'all see that skit with Future and Lil Wayne on Saturday Night Live?
I didn't.
Oh, well, so they did a skit about it was now mind you, we talking about positive stuff, right? Why positive don't come out? If it did come out, it'd be a joke. So they were talking about how rappers talk about women's booties and stuff like that, but they were rapping now about it. You got a booty, but I only touch it if you let me, or if you have time. They rapped it. It was so
Absolute opposite.
the absolute opposite. They were saying, "Hey, I respect your booty." You know, it was so crazy. Like they were trying to make it to a positive song, but it's only because it was gonna be a joke.
Exactly.
You know, and that's kind of weird. How if it's gonna be positive, it has to be a joke. But then again, it comes back to what we choose to listen to, what we choose to take in, and how we choose to deal with it. And that's of course one of the main reasons I brought Noble Jules here, because she had a piece. And like I said, check her piece out. It's on my YouTube site. And I don't want, obviously I'm gonna show the piece within editing this. You ain't gonna see it right now, but when I edit it, you'll see it in the middle of this piece.